Hey, what's up? So we had a loss. We had a loss yesterday. Was crawling all over my opponent and soiled the bed, put it that way. So here we are again, and it's chess. You know, it's sport. It's great. Losing's part of it. The hell is that? The hell is that? I mean, yes, the bishop's opening. I get it. What the? I mean, this doesn't even have a name. It still says King's Pawn opening. Stockfish is like, or chess.com database like, novelty. I don't know. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. Okay, so we have ourselves on the board a dumbass opening. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to stick to principles. We're going to develop, right? They aren't contesting the centre. I don't want to do this. I want to get my knights out. And I don't think it really matters which way we do it, to be honest. I think this bishop probably wants to come to here, seeing as it looks like white is putting his pawns on the light squares. Even gives me options of that as well. I'm thinking now d6. So it's almost like it's like a different move order, you know. So what he's done is he's broken the pin on the knight prematurely. Now, big questions. So this is quite a normal setup, actually. That's where we found ourselves. This bishop could come flying out, don't do anything. It could come to here. Maybe. So maybe it's not a dumbass opening, after all. It's certainly making me think. But that's not a problem. See, I'm kind of tempted to push f5 here. If pawn takes, I develop my bishop for free, and I'm a step closer to long castles if I want to do that. I don't fear anything. Ooh. It's almost like he pre-moved that. The hell? That gives me an ole. I've got an ole right here now on d4. I'm sorry, a hole. I've been admonished for my use of the word de-encourageize, which is, of course, tongue-in-cheek. It is hilarious, though. Yeah, it comes from a comedy sketch from like 1994 or something like that. It's the Nater sketch from the series The Day to Day, which was a fantastic series. Okay. So they've gone for this almost kind of Maroxy bind thing, but I'm eyeing up this ole here. Now, if I stick my knight in here now, and he takes and I take, my bishop is lodged in there for the duration, right? Or likewise, if I put my bishop there, it actually pins this pawn here, and still pins this pawn here. If the knight should take my bishop, I stick my knight in there. That's a lovely place for a knight. Or I can just push f4 now. But I don't feel I need to push f4, because I'm not unhappy if he takes me here. And I might not be unhappy if I take him there either. So I'm going to put my bishop... No, I'm not. I'm going to put my knight in the ole. Put my knight in the ole, because if he takes... Having said that, if he doesn't take, have I just made my bishop worse? But then again, my bishop can... in fact, look at this. That is one trapped bishop. That light square bishop ain't going nowhere. Okay. Now, it is white's bad bishop, though. Also, he's got fantasies of this, hasn't he? That's what he wants to do. Force me back here. Push this. But then I can actually take, and actually win a pawn. So because I've got this pawn on d6, I'm not going to get trapped on b6. And therefore, boys and girls, for that reason, I think we can chill. Let's just check this. There, I come back. If he pushes, I take. does kind of hang this pawn though here, if I take there, you see. So what should we do about that? I mean, I've got the option of taking here and attacking the knight. Let's think this through. If I take, he takes back. And he's kind of, sorry, I've got WhatsApp running. Let me shut that down. Because it's probably going ping. Ah, I see you have the machine that goes ping. My favourite. I could just take here. See how much more fun you can have in a position, as they say. And we're talking chess positions now. I don't want to take this bishop because it's crap. It's completely boxed in. It's going nowhere. White's got, we've already got a closed e-file anyway. This is technically closed right now. So so this is my issue. If I come here, he pushes, I take, let's say pawn takes, he has this. So, for that reason, let's just, I'm going to defend it with the queen for now. Okay, I don't think there's any great emergency going on. Okay, there we go. So this big queen side push now. Where on earth is that flag? Oh, it's a tiny little flag. It'd be like Myanmar or something like that, no? Zimbabwe. How do I not know the flag of Zimbabwe? Used to be called Rhodesia when the British were in there. The British have got a lot to answer for. Colonised a lot of places, not South Africa, but Botswana. We were in Botswana as well. Messing things up, nicking everyone's stuff, trying to force our culture on people. Anyway, now you see, if I was to take the knight here, that just opens up his bishop. It's like, welcome to the game, Mr. Bishop. But now, you see, this is like, nah, that bishop is a boss if it gets there. This knight itself is quite a boss. I can't do this. So what should I be doing now? What should I be doing? I should be developing. This bishop can probably hang fire. Question, is this a good place for my knight to be? Well, we just don't know. This doesn't scare me. This doesn't scare me. Because I can always just go back to there anyway, can't I? Yeah? So I should just bring the knight out. What if I was to put the knight here and tempt him to do this? That'd be funny. My knight could then go back to f7. Is there any value in that at all? Hard to tell. Or knight from there to here. That looks kind of maybe funny. Let's play knight h6 for shits and giggles. I'm in that kind of mood. Ooh! Look at this guy, right? Tindo wa Ganyiri. From Zimbabwe. Tindo. Sometimes I find myself like picturing, where is my opponent? What's the weather like where they are? Do you know what I mean? Somebody said, is he on his phone? Is he at college? Is it, you know, who knows? We just don't know. Now here we have a decision to make. I had a good sleep last night, by the way, which is probably why I'm talking nonsense. Feeling in quite a chipper mood. New laptop arrives today as well. I've ordered a refurbished Mac laptop that I'm going to use to write a book that I've already started the prep on, called Incurable, which is ghost written. If you look at my website, benhunt.com, my main job is actually writing books. Now, I'm very tempted to do this and maybe use this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to push this straight away. Right? So I'm grabbing space. I've got a monster pawn chain now. Right? What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? It is. It's a beast. Now, he's got... Right, hang on. I thought his bishop was going to come here with check. which would have been a bit of a pain in the arse. But he's come to g4, not h5 check. Now, if I take here, queen can't take. So it's going to be the knight coming back out. Or I can just do this, actually. And if he takes, then I recapture with queen. And then my queen is on the diagonal, ready to take on h3. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? And look at this guy. Look at him. He's firing out his moves. Bang, bang, bang. Don't do that. Okay, all right. Now he attacks my pawn. Fair enough. Okay. So can I just come here? I mean, the threat is actually I take on here, but if he captures on h6, right, then the queen's still going to be defending that. But my knight's threatening to come in. I also have actually rook h6. That's interesting. Sorry, rook g6. Rook g6 blocks the check and allows me to castle, and my queen defends h7. This is defended only by the rook, which is pinned, and it's a royal fork. So if I castle now and he comes in now here, I think I'm all right. Hang on, let's just think it through. 7 minutes. He's on 16 now, this fool. I mean, he's not a fool. He's doing well, but he's playing a blitz game in a 15+10, which I don't get. He comes here, I'll just take his ass. So, this is a check that I have in my pocket. Also opens up new bish. By the way, in Old English, when they say ye, whatever, it's not pronounced ye. Just if anyone wants to pick up my inaccurate English again, it's a different letter. It's an old letter that we've kind of dropped from the language, and it does sound th. So it is the old mill or whatever. It's not ye olde millie. Okay, so he's now decided to think about completing development. I want to double up my rooks. I'm sure of it. Now, is this his plan? He wants to come in here. I don't care terribly much, don't think. I've got a well-placed knight there. I'm liking this knight. I'm liking that he's kind of defending that. I'm going to double up the rooks. I mean, I can punch through this knight. Bang, bang, bang. Undefends this pawn, of course, but also this is an idea. Maybe at some point. That might be playable. You never know, man. You never know. Okay, I'm not scared of this. I'm not... Oh, am I scared of that? F6, knight F6. He's also got that. Knight F6 here. My knight can't do anything about it. My bishop can't do anything about it. It does fork rook and queen. If I just do this, though, and he comes in, I get 2 knights for a rook. That's absolutely fine. So I'm thinking that move might be all right. You can have the bishop. I mean, the bishop might be useful later on, but that knight is a perfectly serviceable knight. This, if he takes, that's not good. There, if he pushes, oh, he's wheedling his way out of the check. Look, I mean, I could wiggle my way in there. Or I could just put the question to his knight and say, what's your game? What if I was to take here? And pawn takes. Is there anything in that? What if I go there? If my rook is on here, if I get rook here, he's got to put his queen here, isn't he? Does that achieve anything? What do I do this? I don't know about this though. I don't really want to open up my king. My knight is kind of looking for something to do, this guy here now. I know I have this move. And then I could maybe push the pawn up, actually. Push the pawn up, Ashley. Who is Ashley? It's a good game. I'm enjoying myself. Hope you're enjoying yourselves over there. Please remember to like and subscribe and to click the notification blah 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 algorithm blah 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 blah. Yes. Well, this is true. This is true. Recapture, but I win this pawn. Okay, hang on. I win the pawn, you take my rook though. If I go here, you can go here. Do I just go there? No scary monsters that I can see. Also, I'm on 5 minutes and fellow lad is on 15. Okay. Got that. I've also got this. Opening up the thing. Hang on. So, I think it's time for h5. I'm going to play his game a little bit. Okay. He is just jumping around the place, man. Okay, now that pawn is mine, I do declare. What's his plan with these knights, these paired knights now? I don't know. Here, maybe his rook comes in, I don't know. He's kind of trapping my king. I mean, he's got his knights very well placed here. So you've got to be a bit careful, isn't it? Do I just grab the pawn? But what if he just decides to... Because, you know, if he gets a rook on the back rank, that's checkmate. Yeah, I can't go here. 4 minutes. There he comes here. He's attacking my rook twice. So something must... I have to retreat. I think I can probably... I think I can get away with that. But I'm definitely now looking at slotting my knight into f3. Covering these two squares around the king. Okay. I think that was inadvisable. I think he's just traded off a very good knight, right? Which was kind of outposted there. Okay, he's grabbed a pawn. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. But now I come here, right, and attack your knight again. And this pawn. Oh, shite. I've just hung the rook. Okay, okay, right. Don't matter. Game on. Game bloody on, bruv. Is he a pawn up? How can he be a pawn up? He's an exchanger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Curse you. And the horse you rode in on. If he moves this pawn, I have an option of this and then swinging back round here with a fork. This pawn is a weakness. Now, that was just bloody lazy of me. Again, really lazy. I got drawn into playing fast like he's been doing. Okay, but you've got to get your knight out of dodge. Now, no, he hasn't got to get his knight out of dodge at all because I got it wrong. Can I attack this pawn? If I give check there, he's got to run away. He's going to like run away to h2. He wants. This is just going to get itself traded off. That's fine. I'm just going to engage my king a little bit here. And if this pawn pushes forwards, I come here, I think, and then I think I'm going to be okay. So what I've got to do now is I've got to do some witchcraft with my knight. Let's throw in a check. He's throwing another check. That actually drives him into the corner. Let's play rook here. Now, to defend the pawn, he's got to put his king back here. So, okay. Let's throw in another check. We might be looking at saving a draw kind of situation here. Let's throw in a check. Now here, that's two attackers on the pawn. He can play that though. It's rook h1. I'm trying to think how much worse my position is, but I am down 3 materials. He's got an extra pawn, and it's a passed pawn. And he can put a rook behind it because he's got spare rook. And I'm having to, do all this. I think that's going to be a draw. Now he should be trying to avoid a draw now, but I don't think he can. And that forces this. I can retreat the knight to here and defend the rook, or I can counterattack. I think we retreat. So I've won the pawn back. Also this now hangs. And his king is somewhat vulnerable. Now, I could trade off. And then I'm going to be in a rook situation. If I can get rid of this pawn, one of these, I mean this one hangs, yeah? But if I take here, he's going to, oh he's not. No, he's not at all. Knight defends h7. That's handy. That is very handy. Now, I'm the one with an extra pawn. He's got 2 pawn islands of 2. Bangski, Czechski. Can't come here because get mated. If I take here, he comes here. I have to go up, but it drops a pawn, right? So I'm not sure I can afford to take this pawn. I think it's, and also you've got to just watch out for these guys on the queen side too. Attacks my knight. If I take, he gives check. I come here or here. It's checkmate on a rook a8. If I bring my knight back here, he still gives check. Actually, that forces mate because then I go on the back rank anywhere and it's rook a8 mate. So that doesn't work. So is it like this? He attacks the knight and pins it. I have to defend. That's what I think is the only real option here. Okay, now, okay, so he's attacking that. Now, this? No, that hangs this pawn. I think I just have to... If I push, he takes this one, and then the knight's dead. So I think what I have to do is I have to take this pawn. So you take there, I take there. Yeah? I'm kind of half-heartedly attacking that, but I'm not really. Okay. Now I think I... Oh, no, if I take... If I take, my knight falls. If I push, my knight falls. If I go here, it's got rook takes, pawn takes. Ugh! Or I just do that, give up the knight. Actually, don't get instantly checkmated, I think. Maybe not. Push the pawn, win this pawn. 3 pawns up, but I have to stop that one. I really have to stop that one from promoting. If I take him, then it's curtains to the knight. This... Right, I'm just going to try something. counter-attacking this rook. He can't come here, 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 right? Okay, so rook takes there. Oh, if I take pawn takes, I can't. There? Or here? Knight's got that pawn anyway if I need it. Knight guards this square. That, maybe. Okay. You haven't got the check there, by the way, because knight guards that. So that's all right. How is he on 16 minutes? Absolutely wazzing out his moves here. See, if I can get rid of this pawn, then my king's a lot safer. The big threat is this b6 pawn. But you know, if I could give up a rook for a rook and a pawn, that's one thing. I can't give up my rook just for the pawn. I can't face two rooks in the endgame. This now, I think is just required, and I think I want to slap my knight onto c5, guarding b7. That's what I'm thinking. Might as well lift my rook up here and come after this pawn too. This is a lot of fun. That's not an issue for me. Nor is that. Now he's going to push his pawn. Okay. I go here. He can't promote immediately. He wants to drop a rook back, so he'll drop his rook back to f8. If I do that, he can't promote immediately. Again, he wants to drop a rook back. I might threaten some. I don't know. Here. No, there I'm attacking the pawn twice, as well. Now, if I could trade my knight and a rook for a rook and a pawn, and we end up in a king and 3 pawns against a king, pawn, rook, I'm not sure how that pans out. I also have a... No, I don't have a check. There, and he just takes me. I feel like I have to eradicate the pawn. I don't see any other option. And I'm going to try and play for a draw here with my king and 3 pawns against 1. I know that, for example, if you've got 2 connected pawns and a good king against the king and a rook, that is playable. Now, does he think he's going to keep his rook there and just keep my king out of the game? I think that's kind of his plan. I think we should rethink that plan. Now I've got to get my king within reach of this pawn to defend. He wants to get his king in here. Okay, what are you going to do now? What you should actually do, I think, is get his rook on the 6th rank. Oh, curses. King takes, side take rook. Okay, that's now a lost position. I can resign that. Wow. I'm going to have a look at the analysis. That's 2 losses, man, in a row. I was enjoying that. I thought that was a very interesting game. Use my 1 daily review. Very odd. And accurate play in the end for my opponent. 70%. 5 misses and a blunder each. And at this point, oh, you're joking, I'd mate in 2. It's not that. Knight here, and that is mate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whatever he does, wow. Oh, that's one to remember. Okay, let's just look. So how did we do? I wrestled well here. Right, so let's just look. Even. Oh, it didn't like that. There's a tactic here. Pushing forwards. Trading knights, huh? Okay, whatever. That's okay. Didn't like that. Yeah. And now it says that's not a good move. Yeah, I've definitely had opportunities here. Better way. Does it want me just to trade off? Trade off, and then it's going to be knight or pawn takes. And that would be -4. And then I'm ready to castle. Takes with the pawn. I just. Well, and then a load of fishy stuff happens. Okay. So that was a real opportunity, apparently. I don't think I really calculated it through. I just thought he's going to take that with his knight, and his king's relatively safe. But then, of course, I can attack the knight. It's like I had a really good opportunity here. No dark squared bishop. Queen can come to g5. Yeah, I just failed to turn the screw there, didn't I? And that then, I didn't really think about this at all. I should have just taken with the king. Yeah. Take with the king, and then just like triple up on here, and he's meat. You know, he's gone. I've made life really, but that was a great move. I was happy with that move, and I'm still better, by the way. Still fine here, like winning position. That wasn't great. That move, I played that like next, and now it's a bloody mistake. Yeah, drop the pawn. And here, it's a miss. Okay, it's saying save the bishop. And then that's a miss. And there, I should have played this, right? Even if you take that, it's checkmate. Oh man, not good, not good, Hunty. No, it felt like I was thinking position, build up, and I just didn't. I lacked the awareness of the tactics, which is traditionally my stronger point. It's like there's nothing wrong with trying to enjoy building a position, right? But don't miss out on the calculation and the tactics. Anyway, so there we go. So what's happened there? What's happened with all of that? what's happened is we've dropped down below 1400. We're going to have to regather. We're going to have to dust off, patch our stuff up, and fight again. I thought he played really accurately at the end there. No, well, we both did, actually. We both did, but White didn't make a mistake from this point in the game. But then, from this point in the game, it's quite easy not to make a mistake, relatively. But Rook f7 is a miss. See, here even here, it's equal. Here it's saying it's drawing. And that's forced, yes. And it's still drawing. And I played the best move. So, come on then, what happened in this endgame? Shouldn't have taken that. Rook b3 was best. Just drop the rook back. And it's like whatever he does now. Oh, because I've got double eyes on this, right? So he can't promote or the rook takes. And if either rook drops back here, I simply win the pawn. So I think the key thing there is just keep the double eyes on the pawn. And I messed it up. Okay, live and learn. Live and learn. But there we go. New sheets, please, nurse. See you tomorrow.